One of the most important things that the front desk staff does when they open the clinic is they check messages. Now, you know that we have voicemail messages waiting if the red light is blinking like the phone is right now. Basically what you do is you pick up the phone, you press the mailbox key, and then you enter the code and follow the prompts from there. But it is imperative that voicemail messages are checked immediately, basically right after the temperature is set and lights are turned on and computers are turned on. The reason being is that very often a message could be from a prospective new patient who's in pain, and sometimes even a delay of calling the patient back an hour later or 2 hours later or 3 hours could mean that they called the next clinic on the list, and it could be a loss of one patient who may have referred their friends and family, and it could have ultimately been a loss of 20 or 30 or 50 or 100 patients down the line. So it is imperative, like I said, that the voicemail is always checked immediately. And basically, we record all the messages on our phone log, and actually all of the calls that anybody takes should be recorded on a daily basis on the phone log, so we have a record. But what's important is you want to leave a little margin here, and you want to put the date basically at the beginning of the day. You leave a little margin, and basically you put the phone number and the patient's name and what the message was. And the reason why you leave this gap is because in that way you can X off or initial, and basically after you check all the messages, you want to go down the list and handle them all. Now, in the instance that there are many patients that basically need to be called, the calls should be delegated and split up so that basically as a team we can return as many calls as possible immediately. And if there are a tremendous number of messages and there's like a new patient inquiring about getting in right away, it's always even a good idea to find somebody to delegate that call to while you take the rest of the messages. So we absolutely never want to make any patient who wants to schedule wait, but most of all, new patients. We want to make sure that we always record all the messages in a very neat fashion, and that we check everything off as we handle each call. And the calls can be delegated, but it's primarily the responsibility of the person checking the messages to make sure that every single call gets to the person that's going to handle it.